This house has real potential, and on paper it should have sold. What's with the stars on the ceiling? It's not really what people are expecting to see.
It is a mystery to us why the house hasn't been selling.
This house has got to grow up, and it's got to grow up quickly. The kids from Daycare have just taken over. In today's real estate market, houses can be bought and sold in a matter of days, and bidding wars are common. So if your property's been on the market for an extended period of time, you've got problems, and now is not the time for timid baby steps. You've got to find out what's wrong, act fast, and act boldly. Because in real estate, if you snooze, you lose. Wendy and Matthew and their 2 daughters have been living in this detached bungalow for 11 years. But the kids are growing up, they need more space, so it's time to move on. The house was on the market for $629,000, and it's been reduced twice to $579,000, and even that hasn't generated any offers. So there's obviously a problem. To make matters worse, Wendy and Matthew lost out on their dream home because they couldn't sell this one, and that risks happening again. But that's why we're here, to turn this house from unsellable to sellable.
Hey, Amanda, get back in line. It is a mystery to us why the house hasn't been selling. Because when we bought this house as a couple, it had everything that we wanted.
We've decided to buy a bigger house because we have 2 bedrooms upstairs, and with the girls getting older, I think they need some more privacy space, and so do we.
The house is just too small for us. I'm ready to move on.
It's important for us to sell this house because we found a house that we all really like, and we're going to put an offer in next week.
It's definitely stressful. We're basically closing the door on this house, and we want to move into our new house.
This cute little bungalow is on one of the best streets in a really desirable area, close to shops, restaurants, trendy boutiques. So it should be a bit of a no-brainer selling it. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Sophie.
I'm Wendy.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Matthew.
So you definitely need some help.
We do need some help.
Definitely.
It's funny coming straight in from the outside into the kitchen, but it's not a bad size. Could do with a bit of an upgrade.
Yes, definitely.
I love the floor.
That's what sold us.
Yeah.
Was the floor when we walked into the house.
See, and that's what I want someone to do when they come in. So, sitting room. The orange. Not gonna lie to you, it has quite a bright orange. This is a wood-burning fire, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Love that. It's a really great selling feature, but the orange is kind of drowning out the paintings and also the stove. Through here to the dining room. Again, it's pretty orange, but you've got all the features that people look for. You've got the baseboard, you've got the cornicings, but the whole vibe of this dining room is kind of country cottage. It's lovely, but it's not really what people are expecting to see. So, where to next?
Down the hall?
Down the hall.
Bedroom.
Ah, interesting. What's with the stars on the ceiling?
This used to be the girls' room, and then when we put the house on the market, we switched so that this would be the master bedroom.
Okay. I had stars on my ceiling when I was little as well. They're very difficult to get off.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Blue. Another very jolly colour. So whose room is this?
This is the girls' room.
Where do both girls sleep?
Amanda, the younger one, sleeps on top, and Michelle sleeps underneath. It's a trundle. You pull it out.
So she sleeps on a bed that is underneath another bed.
Wow.
And hopefully we can get this house sold so Michelle can move to her permanent bed.
I hope so.
Into the basement where Wendy has been running an actual daycare centre out of the house. There's so many toys.
This is the daycare.
This room is a good feature. I think we should make more of it. No one really wants a daycare centre in their basement, and a lot of people might not want to put this much room aside purely to the children. So it's a really big size, and it'd be great for a family room, less kids stuff, more adult stuff. I've had a look at the house now, so I know what we need to change. So if we go upstairs and have a bit of a chat?
Sure.
This house has real potential, and on paper it should have sold. But potential buyers are being put off by the daycare theme that runs throughout. I mean, who wants purple walls and glow-in-the-dark stars? You want chic, sophisticated, clean, modern lines to match the neighbourhood. This house has great bones. It's in a lovely area, the rooms flow well together, and it's got a lot of the features that people are looking for. But I think the problem with this house is that the decor is very cottagey. I like the old world antique theme, but it's more successful in the country. whereas this is a young, trendy neighbourhood. And I think the majority of potential buyers will be wanting to see a slightly more modern, updated look. But to do that, we're going to have to upgrade the kitchen. The second problem is the slightly overwhelming daycare theme. I think it starts with the playground feel outside, the master bedroom with the stars and the lavender, and then obviously the daycare downstairs.
Right.
So we just need to de-daycare and make the decor a bit more cosmopolitan, urban. And then I think this house is going to look fantastic.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
Potential buyers' first impression of this bungalow is that the kids from daycare have just taken over. I'm going to meet Vito Vesio, the realtor, to see why he thinks this house isn't selling. Vito, how long has Wendy and Matthew's house been on the market?
On market approximately 50 days.
So just under 2 months?
Correct.
What is the average in this neighbourhood?
Approximately 30 days.
Okay. Have you had a lot of people through the door?
We've had about 12 to 14 open houses, and through that, probably averaging about 5 to 6 couples come through. So we've had pretty good exposure on it.
Vito, how would you describe this neighbourhood?
Very affluent. There's a lot of first-time buyers wanting to come into this particular area, and there's a lot of people who are also looking to downsize.
So what you're saying is a lot of people are downsizing from these big houses, so presumably they're used to a slightly more sophisticated look. And at the moment, Wendy and Matthew's house lacks that.
Yes, it does.
Well, I know that when we get rid of the daycare feel and get it looking more urban, it's going to attract a ton of new buyers.
But yeah, I think that should make the difference from eventually selling it.
Thank you, Vito. It's obvious that the daycare feel in Matthew and Wendy's house has to go. This house has got to grow up, and it's got to grow up quickly if it wants a sale. That's why I'm showing them a comparable house in the neighbourhood, so they get a better idea of what they've got to do to their house to get a sale. This house, it's slightly more geared towards the adults.
Yes.
They do have children, but you wouldn't necessarily know it. What do you think about the colour palette?
Nice and soft and warm.
This is a kind of style we're looking for. And speaking of style, I want to bring you right through to the kitchen. Now, the general effect is modern, expensive, clean. And that is what we're going to do in your kitchen.
Okay.
And it's especially important in your kitchen because you walk straight into it. So it has to have a very powerful first impression.
Right.
Okay, now down to the basement. This room is smaller than your room, but it's more of a selling feature. And I know they do have kids because I can see all their kiddie stuff there.
Right.
But this room is definitely geared more towards the grown-ups.
Right.
They do have a baby's room, but it's the master bedroom that has the most impact. Now, I know that you didn't decorate your own room to have purple walls and stars on the ceiling, but for a lot of people, walking into a house and seeing the master bedroom obviously being a kid's room is a massive turn-off. But here, a balance between children and adults is the right one. And it's sold for slightly under asking price within 12 days.
Wow.
But once we've made the changes to your house has every chance of selling quickly. I think I've managed to shock Wendy and Matthew enough to kickstart the work that needs to be done. But to do it right, I've called in general contractor Anthony Sayers. So Anthony is the man with the plan. The kitchen's a first impression, and at the moment I'm underwhelmed. So what are you gonna do?
Well, right away you want to make something dramatic happening, right? So big impact, nice backsplash, some under-counter lighting to highlight the backsplash. You have some cabinets on the side. Maybe cut out the wood and put some nice glass in it just to make it a feature. And handles on the doors, nice neutral color, gonna make a huge impact as soon as you walk in that door. In the living room, you have orange on the walls, so we just need to tone it down and put more focus on the fireplace, make it more of a focal point.
And what about the master bedroom?
Yes, the purple room upstairs. We need to get rid of the colors that are in the room. Take the glowing stars down. It's just a little overwhelming.
So give upstairs a more sophisticated, elegant, urban look.
Yeah, exactly.
And as for the basement, I know you have a special project planned, which is?
Well, build a divider here to just pretty much separate the two rooms. So you'll have like a kiddie corner if you want, office, entertainment room.
Well, we've got quite a lot to do, so should we get to it?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Brilliant. Wow, it's coming along in here. What do you think?
I like the color.
It's nice and neutral. I see what you're saying. Like it makes a difference already, I think.
Yeah.
And it makes the room look, well, bigger and more grown up.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave you guys to it.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
See you later.
Thanks.
Wow, this has come on leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
Coming straight into the kitchen is a downside.
Yeah.
People don't really like it. So we've got to turn that on its head, make the kitchen a real selling point. The tiles, pretty sleek and sophisticated.
Yes, I think they're absolutely beautiful. Glass tiles, transition to subway, white subway tiles.
What's this?
This is a valance that is going to hide the under-counter lighting. The lighting is going to highlight the backsplash.
The cupboards are really coming along as well.
What I've done is taken pieces of molding, primed it, painted it. Same with the cabinet doors. And then just nailed them on like 3 inches all the way around to keep a border. These handles, really nice. We're just adding a little bit more sophistication to the kitchen.
Hopefully, the new potential buyers will walk through the door and fall in love with it like Matthew and Wendy did.
I think they're gonna be wowed when they walk through the front door.
Hey there.
Hi.
How's the lamp assembling going?
Not bad.
Ooh, they look pretty smart.
Really smart. I really like them.
So what do you think of it down here?
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
What a different feel. Like totally grown up.
Totally grown up, but it must be a bit emotional for you because the daycare's now closed. I mean, this was your office, your home, where your kids grew up.
You're gonna make me cry.
Oh no, am I gonna make you cry?
It's just emotional because we've been here for so long, and to see it changed so much I love it. It's great. I'm happy to move. It's just
It's emotional.
it's emotional.
So we're mainly happy.
Yes.
We're mainly happy, that's good.
99% happy. 1% sad.
Yeah.
But I'll be 100% happy when the house sells.
Yeah.
And we move on.
When you move on, yeah.
So what I've built is just a couple of dividers that we're gonna put in the basement. It's gonna section off the downstairs by separating the entertainment room from the kids area as well as the computer area. So all it is just a couple 2x3s that we've just mitered the corners together. And once they're finished, we're going to paint them white and then hang them from the ceiling to section off the TV room from the rest of the space. It's a very inexpensive project, creating a style element in the basement along with the built-ins that are there.
Small projects that add decorative flair are always a good idea when you're selling your home to make it look as updated as possible. This comparable house in a neighborhood close by has just that kind of updated feel. The living room feels spacious but comfortable, and the styling is grown up and modern. The couches look new and the wall colour is extremely neutral, so the furniture and layout take centre stage. The living room flows right into the dining room where the neutral tones are carried through. The space is simple, clean and uncluttered, which is precisely what buyers want to see. This room has only the furniture that it needs to show it off as a proper dining space. A simple table and chair set and one accent piece ensures that the focus is on the space as opposed to the furniture itself. Walking into this kitchen, the immediate feeling is modern and new. Whether they're first-time buyers or downsizers, everyone wants a kitchen that looks this stylish. The backsplash is modern and interesting and immediately draws attention. And the cabinets have been dressed up with contemporary handles to give the impression of a newly updated space. The master bedroom looks quite large because of the scaled-down furniture. Simple styling always helps when you're trying to show buyers the size and functionality of a bedroom. The final space in this house is the basement, and it's a great comparison to Wendy and Matthew's because it's quite similar in size, but it really shows as a secondary adult living space. The room gives the sense that it can be used for just about any purpose, and the only toy in here is the one for the adults. Wendy and Matthew's home should have sold. It's a great little house in a very desirable neighborhood, but potential buyers around here are looking for elegance and style rather than swings and play sets. But I think the changes we've made are going to turn this house from unsellable to sellable. From the front lawn, Wendy and Matthew's house looked more like a daycare, and potential buyers don't want to see that. So we got rid of the toys and did some grown-up grooming. For a first impression right through the front door, the kitchen was seriously lacking that wow factor to draw buyers in. But now we've turned it into a real selling feature. The modern backsplash makes a huge impact, and the stylish subway tiles will appeal to urban buyers. And as for those old cabinet doors, the updates we've done actually make this kitchen look brand new, saving you a major renovation job and proving that sometimes just a few clever tricks of the trade are all you need. The living room was too much cottage and not enough class, so we've toned it down with some simple paint and accessories. To save on costs, we've reused an old sofa but added a custom slipcover to make it look like new. We got rid of that loud orange colour to let the fireplace speak for itself. When you're trying to sell, always highlight original features instead of hiding them. In the dining room, we've modernised by paring down the furniture and smoothing out the colour tones to feel more airy and urban. Spaciousness is important when buyers are trying to picture their own furniture in the room. The master bedroom's grapey walls and ceiling stars needed to grow up fast, so we infused the room with a colour palette that's sophisticated and warm. Buyers want to see a master bedroom that's as neutral as possible so they can start picturing themselves in the space, and we've definitely achieved that here. The second bedroom was too crammed with kid stuff, so we've graduated this room to a space that looks livable. The daycare basement needed the most care of all. Too many toys were masking the true potential of this huge room. So we defined and separated the space with Anthony's custom room dividers, which now make a feature out of the grown-up living area, while still maintaining a space for work and playtime. Creating a contemporary TV room made this basement feel more like an additional living space, something that young families will appreciate and downsizers will value. Updating this once kiddie playground may have come with an adult price tag, but at a total cost of $3,000, it's what this house needed to attract buyers looking for a property in this urban neighborhood. And appealing to the target market is what it's all about, so open houses have to follow suit. If your house has an unusual layout, like the front door leading straight onto the kitchen, make sure the decor and fixtures are first class, so the first impressions won't be weird, they'll be wonderful. By maximising the space in your house, you maximise the value, so create usable, functional living space. The heart of the house is the kitchen. So if you spend a little more on lighting, fixtures, tiles, decor, it can make a real difference. As I've said before, sometimes you've got to spend money to make money. Well, this daycare is officially closed. This house's new styling is elegant and adult, and I think it has a much better chance of selling, but we'll have to wait and see what the potential buyers think. Well, the open house is here, and I'm hoping our new, grown-up, elegant styling should really generate some interest. So, to really get a good market opinion, we've arranged viewings with realtors representing a range of potential buyers. Hello, I'm Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
Nice
I'm
to
John.
meet you. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Well, come on through to the kitchen. What are your first thoughts?
It's quite nice, actually. Nice and bright. Nice Mexican tiles on the floor. Nice backsplash.
Come on through to the sitting room. Have you viewed this property before?
I came to the first open house.
Right. So how do you feel it looks different in here?
The whole atmosphere is different.
Come on through to the dining room.
Okay. Lots of room in here.
You wouldn't even have to repaint.
No.
This is beautiful.
It's given it a modern feel with the new light fixtures, the warmer colors, some of the detail.
Brilliant.
That's good.
Well, you will see a big change in the master bedroom.
Oh, wow. This is great space.
It's a good-sized master bedroom.
Yeah, the colors are quite warm.
Do you think it's a good enough size?
It seems so now, yes.
Yeah. And relative to the house.
I think it's definitely a nice master bedroom. But I'm going to show you the guest bedroom.
Okay.
Nice.
Very nice. The difference in the colors, the light colors, it makes all the difference.
Okay, I'll come and show you the basement. So, here is your TV room.
Very nice, very nice.
Remember this more with a lot of kids' toys,
Yes.
but now you've separated, so it's nice.
So you're real estate agents.
Yes.
So you know the market, you see a lot of houses. How do you think this one compares to other houses in the neighborhood?
I find this one finished off nicer than most of the ones that I see. Somebody could move in here tomorrow and be quite happy.
Right.
I believe it is competitive now, especially for a 2-bedroom fully detached. There's not many fully detached in this neighborhood at this price point, so.
And I think mostly people like the very modern look. And I think you've managed to accomplish that with this.
Right. So you think this house is sellable?
Most definitely, I would say.
Well, lovely to meet you.
The house is gorgeous. The colors are beautiful. It just flows better because all the colors are unified between the 2 rooms. It's relaxing, inviting. It's perfect.
The feel of the house is upscale, and I think definitely the new people that move into this house are going to really enjoy all the changes that have been made to the house. And in some sense, I'm going to miss it now, but I think I'll take some of these ideas and take it into my new house.
I'm hoping that we'll have a quick sale, if not multiple offers, and it will be off our hands and we'll be able to move on to a new house.
Since we've given Wendy and Matthew's house that first-class, sophisticated feeling, it's been receiving the adult attention it deserves. Interest levels have increased, which means they can finally get ready to upgrade to a bigger house for a fresh start.